last night, Gervonta Davis got into a very controversial scrap with Lamont Roach, and Lamont Roach proved himself. None of us really expected that fight to go the way it really went. But Lamont Roach did his thing, and shout out to him. A lot of people believe Tank Davis was exposed in this fight, and that word "exposed" is thrown around a lot, like the word "love," But I think in this situation, you can comfortably say that Tank Davis was exposed, in my humble opinion, because Lamont Roach was a fight that was he was a fighter that was cherry picked. Anytime a cherry pick makes a fighter look bad or basic or does the unthinkable, that's an exposure. If Tank would have just went ahead and fought like the high elite dudes in his weight class, like a Devin Haney or like a Shakur Stevenson, rather years ago or now, whatever, and he would have lost to one of them, it wouldn't have been like an exposure. It would have just been, Tank lost to somebody that was just a better man, That's the way I kind of view exposing, you know what I'm saying? Because he lost to somebody that everybody deemed that he probably couldn't beat or was just on his level, And nobody thought Lamont Roach was on Tank's level. And he showed out last night. And then you got people making all these excuses, talking about Tank just had an off night and all this. So no. Even if you think he had an off night, he had an off night against a cherry pick. So it's still fucking exposed. This is a guy that you always talk about. He has all this crazy power. Didn't really hurt Lamont Roach. I seen Roach buzzed a couple of times, but he ate it like nothing, like it was lunch, man. And Tank was hurt a few times, which leads me to the doctor taking of a knee in the 9th round. Now, what Tank Davis is saying is that he took the knee. Think about this for a minute, guys. You telling me he took a knee because something was in his eye? Think about how stupid that actually sounds, man. He took a knee because something was in his eye. Not something happened to his eye as far as, what happened in Dubois when he fought Joe Joyce. We're not talking about that. You can tell that was all bullshit from his first reaction was kind of like bullshit. When he went down, you didn't see him really clench his eye like that. He went over and bent over the damn buckles over between the ropes. And then he looked back at Lamont Roach, and then he looked at his corner. He looked at his corner and said, something's in my eye. Yo, bro, y'all believe something was really in this dude? How long this dude had braids, bro? This dude that had braids, how many fights now? From what? Okay, he had braids in his last fight with Frank Martin, right? I don't follow his hair like that, like a lot of these other bitch ass niggas, but I don't know how many fights ago transitioned from when he had a regular haircut to when he first got his braids, up until now. All right. You never saw nothing, no grease ever getting in this dude's eye any other time, but all of a sudden he fights Lamont Roach. He gets into the 9th round with Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach out there embarrassing him, and all of a sudden now he gets something in his eye from his hair. Come on, man. Y'all got to start using your fucking mind. Come on, y'all. It's all a tactic. What really happened in Tank Davis in that fight when he went and took a knee was a delayed reaction from a body shot. That's what happened to him, man. Go watch it again. Lamont Roach cracked him with something to that body, and it was a delayed reaction. When something is really in somebody's eye, the first thing that you see them doing is kind of like pawing at their eye. If Tank really had grease in his eye, you never really saw him bothering his eye. You never seen him really, the minute that it happened, you never seen him going at his eye. You saw him go down and he jumped up, goes right over to his corner, looks back at Lamont Roach. But he didn't go right to his corner. You saw what he did, right? He keeled over in between the ropes as if, like when you can't breathe, you bending over. That's what he did, man. He went over to catch his breath, bro. Yeah, I can't be that stupid. He just didn't want nobody to know he got hurt to the body. That's what that was, man. It was nothing with no damn grease and no eyes, bro. We don't want to start that narrative with the grease and shit because we already saw what happened with Errol Spence and Crawford. Some of these channels were trying to push that narrative that Bo Mack rubbed sleep serum on Terrence Crawford's eye, and then that was the reason why Errol Spence couldn't see in the fight. This is what happened. That's just what it is. We don't want to start that because next thing you know, people gonna start blaming Lamont Roach and gonna start saying something was on his gloves and it got inside Tank's eye. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out as a thing. They say that something got inside something. Lamont Roach Sr. or somebody rubbed something on Junior's glove and it made Tank go blind or it got his eye on purpose. Trying to pull a blood sport shit, kind of when Bolo threw the dust in Frank Duke's eye. They trying to put one of those on Lamont Roach. They can't, they a bunch of sore. You can, to me, sore losers as far as I'm concerned because Tank lost that fight, bro. Period. He lost that fight. We know how it is. Tank is the golden goose. It's hard. This is why people say you're going to have to, people like Tank, Canelo, lots of times people say you're going to have to knock them out or really, really convincingly beat them up really bad. But that was not any grease in Tank Davis' eye. It was a body shot, delayed reaction from Lamont Roach. He ran over, keeled over the ropes. Then immediately his brain clicked on and said, let's say something is in my eye from my braids. Went over and told Calvin Ford to rub his eye just so it could seem like that was his eye. It was nothing in that dude's eye. Nothing. All right, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, man, let me know what you think, man. This is your boy, Rebel Life Boxing, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm off this.